police to keep order in the streets, and the military to back them up when they fail, or if the threat is too great, or if you're invaded from outside. That is why you need those two people. And the last key to power is the financiers. Those people who still have resources, who still have money that has not yet been taken by the corporocrats and varying forms of elite scumbaggery that conspire to take every cent, every square meter of land in this world. They want to own it all. If you currently have resources and you don't want them to be taken from you, I can assure you, you need to be spending those resources. You need to be spending your time. You need to be using your talents to finance the police and military to back up the people, to back up freedom, because that is your responsibility, simply because it is your ability. A war is fought in many fronts. There are those who fight on the front lines, and their sacrifice, their warrior spirit is no less valuable than those on the back lines, those who make the food, those who set up the tents, those who patch up the wounded, those who counsel them and allow them to deal with the shock of the horrors they have to see. All of us must contribute in every way that we are talented in to this war effort. And 80% of people will do 20% of the work, and 20% of people will do 80% of the work. I merely encourage each and every person who is hearing this right now that you do have the power to create a better world by your actions and your actions alone. It matters not what you say, it is what you do that defines you.
Hear, hear. Well put, the V-Man. And I will see you tomorrow on TK Tuesday on the Vinny Eastwood Show, Bad News, at 11 o'clock, I believe. I'll be pulling over to do that because I'll be on the road going to some important meetings. So, Brother V-Man, it's been awesome. Thanks for coming on board tonight and being who you are. Never change, mate. Just a lot for you to come to church with me one day. That'd be awesome. But we'll work on that, brother. Maybe come in for a Bible study.
I'll get you to take mushrooms and some acid and some MDMA with me one day while you're having a jam with the band or something, yeah. Bro. All right, you come to your church. I'll take you to my church, bro.
Yeah, right to that, brother. All right, mate.
We'll be laughing about that tomorrow. The fabric of the universe streaming out of your eyeball places, man. Like, oh, it could be good. But in either case, I do want to thank you very much for keeping the spirit and doing the thing. You know, I smoke weed, Billy prays. The way I figure it, I'm cutting out the middleman. Now, in order to finance this operation, though, of course, over the many years, it's called the peer-to-peer economy. In the traditional economy, I make something, take all the risk, put all the money in, create a business, pay all the taxes, before anybody gets anything. And they have to pay before they get it. The peer-to-peer economy, I make something and make all the effort, put it out there for free, and if people think that effort is not only worth it, but they'd like to see part 2 or the next episode, then they finance it. This is a completely new way of doing business. And make no mistake, activism is a business, but unlike most businesses, instead of destroying things and creating new things and so on and so forth, all it does is monitor what is happening and ask the question, is it right? And if the answer is no, what's happening is not right, the activist does something about it.
Here, here. And that is so important, and that's so important to recognise. Brother, thank you again. I will see you tomorrow on the Vinny Eastwood Show. Everybody, this is Vinny's bank account details. Please chip in a little bit for him, and it's helped him know that he's well loved because people have been looking after his whānau this week. So thank you, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, bro.
Good night, big fella. Bless your family.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
So that's them. You may have seen them on my channel. So Billy Takahika run for a position in Parliament. He's a wee Christian boy, and he doesn't buy into the BML or anything. He's pretty inclusive. But and Vinny just doing his Darth Vader and expressing himself with no apologies. Yep, but what does God say? One's holding a stub of a rope, and the other one shows up when the fire comes. 4x4, and he's got the tow rope. That's the bottom man. That's the bottom man. And that's New Zealand for you. The best we've got one other that called Cross of the Rubicon. He's a title that's like my bathroom dream. When everyone's walking forward because of this over sheep slaughter, I know there is no return. It's the place that you will not come back from. And that's what Cross the Rubicon means. He's from Christchurch. He said something he was saying things that disturbed the leaders of the so-called Indigenous people. Well, I don't know. They don't represent the people, but it's the agenda. Like Billy's just said, it's the Greens and the Labour here in New Zealand. And it's just a reflection of what's happening in this one world order. And the Indigenous people are being wrapped up into that. They're being bought with big pocketbooks, given promises. And we all know that broken promises. We all know about broken promises, don't we? Yep. Well, that's what I know anyway. So I'm posting. It's like 1 and 2. I haven't been following them all yet. I don't know. The Lord's just shown me tonight.